This channel is the reason why I got sucked into film photography. Today I'm gonna share what YouTube channels I personally watch, and I will place them on this scale so you know what kind of channels it's gonna be and what my thoughts are. So grab your popcorn, grab your favorite drink, and let's get started. Hi there and welcome back to my little film photography channel. My name's Chris and I love the smell of freshly developed film. It's January weather outside, which means it's wet and I can't go out and film outdoors this week. But that doesn't mean we skip this week's video. When I started my film photography journey, I did what many of us do in these kinds of situations. I started to watch some videos about film photography, got inspired, and then got totally sucked into this rabbit hole. But back then, there were not as many channels about film photography as today. So what I want to do for you is sharing what YouTube channels I am subscribed to and why. And also to help you navigate through all the channels and picking the ones you like, I've come up with a scale I want to place those channels on. Let me get a pen and paper. Let's make a line here. And on one spectrum we have the educational and technical videos. And on the other side we have, let's write it right here, inspirational and creative. So on the left side, I will put in channels with focus on tutorials, gear reviews, darkroom techniques, scanning workflows and such things. And on the other side, we have inspirational and creative channels, for a lack of a better name. And I put channels in that have more of an artistic philosophy style, personal projects, experimental process, storytelling and similar. Sounds good? Then let's go into the first channel. Now I need to say that the channel appearances are in no particular order, nor does it mean that one is better than the other. But it will serve you as a guide when you, for example, are just looking for inspiration or you look for a channel with a more technical stuff to learn. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out and it costs you nothing. Thank you for your support and let's move on. Alright, the first channel is Cody Mitchell.
The best 6x7 camera for travel.
Cody's channel is one of those channels on the list that I followed since the very beginning of my own film photography journey. What draws me in are the beautiful sceneries that he's in.
Alright, so I'm up at Hurricane Point right now.
He travels in his van on the west coast of the US, and in one of his earlier videos I learned a lot about correctly exposing with a film camera. Really good stuff, but then he took a break from YouTube, and as far as I know he went on a hiatus to direct a documentary. But I'm happy to report that he's back making YouTube videos. So where should I place him on the scale? I personally got to know him because of his tutorial videos about film metering, but he also has a lot of other kind of videos on there. So I would place him closer to the educational side simply because of how I came across his channel. Next up is maxkent.
Each time I thought, this is it. This is the thing that will change everything.
At the time of the recording, he has around 13,000 subscribers, and I came across his channel when I was looking for smaller YouTubers that are in the space of film photography. And his video about stop making nice photos was the one I clicked. Yet it's clickbaity-ish, I know, but hear me out. In this video, he talks about the pursuit of photography and how it should focus less on adhering to the rules and produce merely nice photos and more on developing a unique style. And if we are sticking too closely to the rules, we could become a boring photographer. And he makes the point that your value as a photographer lies in your unique style. And these kind of philosophy videos, you'll find a lot of his recent videos. He has also a lot of technical and gear focused videos, which is why I put him more towards the educational side. I think his video style is really refreshing from the fast-paced cutting videos we see lately on YouTube. Next channel is KarinMajoka.
Yes, I have messed up my film, but more on that later.
This is one of the OG channels and it feels like she's been forever on YouTube. Her channel is also one of the first film photography channels I've subscribed to. Like so many of us, when you're getting into the hobby of film photography, you start researching about cameras and gear. And I came across her video about the Bronica ETRSI. Her channel is widespread, from gear talk to vlogs over to commentary, but all in the niche of film photography. What I really appreciate about her videos is that I can sit down in front of a TV and view one video after another of hers. They feel casual and I don't feel like I have to learn something. That is why I would put her on the side of inspirational and creative. Let's go on to the next one. This channel is a little bit of a controversial one, because I didn't find him on YouTube first, but on TikTok. And of course, it has to be Miles from the Expired Film Club. If you haven't seen my video about the 5 film stocks I'm excited to shoot in 2025, I highly recommend you to watch it. But in there I talk about Miles and how he is an inspiration to me, and because of that I want to try sports photography on film this year. But Miles didn't start there. I've come to know and love his POV style videos where he would show the film stock, the camera, and then show the film pictures he took with it. But seeing him evolving from this to capture a football match in the Bernabeu on film is truly inspiring. I mean, sports photography is already hard to capture the important moments, but seeing Miles sitting on the sidelines with all the other digital photographers is amazing. You have to be 110% sure that you've dialed in your settings. There are no redos, no digital screen to check. So yes, his videos are entertaining, and I would put him more on the inspirational and creative side. The next channel I mentioned is a sad one,
which makes it pretty much perfect for taking Instagram stories, albeit a very expensive way of doing so.
George from NegativeFeedback hasn't posted any videos since 3 years, and I think we've lost one of the greats on this platform. Yet he has introduced me to so many things in film photography, and because of him I also got my feet into medium format photography. Especially his 2 top tier list videos about film stocks and film cameras you should put on your watch list. If you're new to film photography and want a lot of information condensed into a video, these 2 videos are worth your time. It's just a shame that we don't get much more of him. I think his most popular videos are about film camera comparisons and so on. So I would put him more towards the education side of things. GrainCheck.
Life takes on a different pace, a different undertone.
Taylor's channel has an interesting story. Originally, she was one of the content creators over at the Moment YouTube channel. For those who don't know, Moment is an online store for photography stuff. They sell all sorts of things, but the most important thing here is that she was one of the faces of the YouTube channel and then decided to start her own channel, GrainCheck. I especially admire her black and white series, where she only took black and white images for a whole year and documented that on her channel. I think it's a great concept, one I might think about doing in the future. Let's see, if a miracle happens and I end up with 1 million subscribers, please refer to this video that I should do a whole year of black and white photography. But yes, what I love about her videos is her narration style and her calming voice.
Now it all feels like the blink of an eye. Like I said,
there aren't any classical how to do this or how to do that videos on her channel and more lifestyle-ish videos. So I would put her more on the inspirational and creative side. And last but not least for today's video is Jason from Grainy Days.
Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode of the YouTube show where the dog has more character development than the host.
This channel is the reason why I got sucked into film photography. I think most of us know his channel and his style. His humor and style are so unique, and I think it's safe to say that he popularized it and found many copycats over the years.
Who pushes any film stock? 3 stops. Certainly not well-adjusted members of society who care about money.
But yes, in his earlier videos he had a lot of tutorial-ish videos or comparison videos. But most important of all, it's because of him that I know Negative Lab Pro that I use on a daily basis to convert my negatives. There are so many videos of his where I had these aha moments, and sadly also introduced me to this camera, the Mamiya 7. And owning it now, I know why it's so sought after. But yeah, I will put his channel smack in the middle of the scale, because of what he can teach you and also because of his adventures that could inspire you to go out and shoot more film. And Jason, if you're watching this, I hope you still chuck flaming red Mountain Dew every day. On my notepad, I have another handful of film photographer channels that I would love to talk about. And if you have any suggestions, please tag those channels in the comments down below. And don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.